Straight ahead is downtown Orlando, Florida. I can hear some kind of, oh, there it is, the swan making some noises over here. Not too far from where they filmed the 80s classic D.A.R.Y.L. D.A.R.Y.L was filmed not too far from here. I might walk over there to Daryl's house. We're gonna walk around. I'm gonna talk to you guys about some things here on the channel. I rarely get too personal, but I figured today would be a good day to talk about what's going on in my world, what has happened in my world, and what's going to happen in my world, and plans that I had, plans that I still have. And we're gonna get into a whole bunch of stuff. We announced Adam's celebration of life in Anaheim, and we're gonna talk a little bit about that as well. Hi everybody, welcome to the World of Micah. Now, I did the intro.
Let's take a closer look.
So, yesterday, we announced that we were going to be doing a celebration of life for our dear friend Adam. And this is gonna be exactly that. We are going to be celebrating the fact that we were all so lucky to know Adam in our lifetime. There are people that come and go in this planet that we call Earth that make impacts. There are people in this world that give us a lot of things. They give us gifts. They give us just so many priceless things that others don't. And I'm not saying that not everyone on this earth is special, but I'm saying there are people who get a shot at this thing called life, and they really do give something on this earth and leave something on this earth for people to always cherish and enjoy. For me, it was a friendship. To me, it was the best friendship. To me, it was a brotherhood. To me, it was a family member who lived in my town. I looked at Adam as a family member. This area always reminded me and Adam of Pasadena. The hedge right here looks like something out of Halloween. These trees look like Pasadena. It's kind of crazy. If Michael was standing right there, I'd freak out right now. There's some other hedges up here, but Adam was one of those people that was known worldwide, who traveled worldwide, and I believe left anyone he ever came in contact with something, a memory, a photo, an interaction. He even signed autographs. I signed autographs with him once before. I mean, he was loved by so many, and we're doing a celebration of Adam. And yes, I will be there, among others. There's still so many announcements for it. Be patient with me and Justin and our friends over at BC DeLorean, Brandon and Kevin, some other folks who are behind the scenes more and working with it. And thank you to the garden for donating the venue, and obviously Adam's family, the Williams family, Faith, Jim, June. You know, this year was not the way I thought it was gonna be planned out. And it's weird, I plan out a lot of stuff. Even though I don't do daily videos, I plan a lot of things. If I'm going to the Daryl house, I'm going the wrong way. This year, after Christmas, I was going to be flying back to Orlando, and then I was going to be flying up to either North Carolina or Georgia. We hadn't really specifically picked a day. I told him I was going to look at flights, see the option, because I was going on a road trip with Adam. Adam was going to be doing his cross the United States, small back road videos. And I was going to be going with him, and he was going to be meeting up with other friends, but I was going to go with him for a few days until we hit Mississippi. And then I was going to stay and see my family again, and then come back home. I didn't really plan on being home in January a whole lot. I planned on being back home in Mississippi, not in Florida. So that whole thing obviously did not happen. So January was, I don't remember January, to be honest with you all. And February is been better. February has been better. I still want to thank you all for reaching out, for sending me messages, for commenting on these videos, and sending your condolences. It's hard for me. It's extremely hard for me to process everything. And I'm doing better, but I can't look and read it all day long. Does that make sense? And I know everyone means well. But I'm taking care of myself right now. And so I just want to thank you all for the messages and the comments, and I'm looking forward to you too, buddy. I'm looking forward to this celebration. I really am. I'm looking forward to celebrating my friend, and I know there's going to be so many people there who loved Adam. I plan on going out to the event, so I will be there. And then the rest of this year, I do have travel plans to places, tons of videos, ideas. The one thing this year is expect a lot of things that I've not done before. Not places I've not done before, but expect video themes, video subject matter, as Adam would say, the subject matter on today's episode. Expect different stuff. That's what I want to do, different stuff. And I feel like I've been doing different stuff here on the channel because I've grown and changed, and I'm not the same person I was, years ago. And I'm not really into a lot of the stuff that I was years ago. And that's okay. I think that's a part of life. I think that's a part of growing up. And that's what's going on right now. I'm researching and doing a lot of stuff on subjects that I do care about, but I don't think the internet knows that I care about. And it was interesting, last year I said I was changing some stuff up here on the channel, and I did it. I changed some stuff up, and I don't think a lot of it was too hard to do. Sometimes you just get tired of doing the same stuff, and I know you guys get tired of seeing the same stuff. And there's other places and other subjects that I want to cover here on the World of Micah. And Florida sometimes isn't the place I need to be or want to be when I'm doing these videos, because the stuff I want to do, the subject matter, doesn't exist here. So going places is the best way for me to get that itch out, to get that want and desire to do videos. Because I will be honest with you, I didn't want to do YouTube. I did not think I was going to do YouTube anymore. And then it clicked. Adam wouldn't have wanted me to quit. He would have wanted me to keep going. Absolutely keep going, if it's what I want to do. And I thought about it and thought about it and thought about it. And this tree is so cool. Look at this tree. And it is what I want to do. I want to continue to do videos on here. I want to continue to grow the channel, which is growing. Thank you all so much for watching my videos and putting them out there and reposting them. If you do, everybody always asks me, what can I do to help, man? I like the video and I subscribe and I comment, and those things are great. That's obviously the point. That helps the YouTube algorithm, and it helps it get to other people. But if you really want to help someone's video, share it. Take the link, put it on your Facebook and say, hey, I watched this guy, maybe you should too. And that's always been mine and Adam's. We thought that's the same thing because we both came from the music background of doing the bands. And in the punk rock world, you wear, just like I'm wearing a Paul McCartney and Linda McCartney Wings shirt, you wear what band you want to support. And when you're on stage or on YouTube, it promotes, said band, and people are like, oh, I want to know what that is. And so they go and look, and they find that they like it. So that's the best way to do it, in my honest opinion. The best way to help someone on YouTube is to post about it on Instagram, Twitter, X, whatever it is. I don't use it. Your Facebook, anything you can, anything you have going on. That's the best way to do it. Look at that view. That's so cool. We are on the lake that was used in D.A.R.Y.L. Now, I say all that because I want to thank you all for doing those things. My channel has had some recent success. In my opinion, I'm closer to 50,000, which was always my like top goal is 50. I know that's so minimum, and so many people have surpassed that in such a shorter amount of time, but this was my hobby. This is my hobby. This is my form of entertainment for myself, because I want to go do these things, and I would do these things that I'm doing regardless, but I like to film it and show people. I'm in the wrong spot. It's over here. I'm on Lake Davis. It's on Lake Cherokee. It's a 15-minute walk, and I parked right in the middle. Just went the wrong way. But I remember the day I hit 1,000 subscribers. When I hit 1,000 subscribers, I told Adam. He was the first person I like geeked out with it because it happened in real time in front of him, and I was like, dude, I just hit 1,000. And he just like smiled. He was just like, yes, dude. He was like, thought it was so cool. And then I thought about going daily. I thought about doing what all Adam and all my other friends who were doing it on YouTube at the time. Thought about it. And I decided not to, because for me, I would get tired of it. I would get tired of doing this every day. And I tip my hat to Adam and everyone who did that and still continues to do that. And now I think about it, and I'm like, I don't know if I would get tired of it. I'm not going daily now. Don't expect that, but expect more videos, I guess, than normal. I have just things I want to do, and it's keeping me busy. It's keeping my mind where I need it to be, moving forward. And it also helps me get out of the house and do something creative every day. Put something out there, be creative. So there's my rant about the channel doing good. I know 50,000 is small fries, guys, but to me that's I don't know 50,000 people. It'd be hard for me to think of 50 people I would want to be in a room with. I could name 50 people, but I don't know if I'd want to be in a room with 50 people I know. But it's cool that you allow me to come into your life and you watch and support, and I truly thank you, because there's so many personalities out there, there's so many channels out there, and I'm glad I could be a sense of hope and inspiration. There's my Walt for the day, for you all. You get some major Golden Girls vibes out here too. But seriously, thanks for everything, everybody. I really mean it. Now, I said I was going to be traveling and doing different videos and stuff, and that's what's going to be happening here on the channel. First trip, obviously, for Adam. I'm not going anywhere until March 8th. March 8th on starts a different journey. So until March 8th, expect local videos here. Don't be surprised if I change the formula on here for an episode or two. It's my channel. I can do what I want. If you guys don't like it, you don't have to watch these episodes. You know what I mean? I want to give people some variety. Yeah, there it is, Lake Davis. I totally saw that sign too. Now also, I've mentioned this here on the channel several times, and if you've been watching the recent episodes, you've heard music in the background. Well, I wrote it. It's my music. It's a project I've been putting together and been working on actually all of last year. And it's a project with just my brother so far. And I've just been writing songs, and when I go home to Mississippi, I track those songs, and we just keep going back and forth with mixes until it's done, and then I just have it. So that's what that music's been from. All the World of Micah music you hear, all the jingles and stuff, have always been me and my brother. We do everything ourselves. All the design work and stuff, me, my brother, and a few others. in the past have done stuff for me, and I want to continue to do stuff with the music, and I figured, why not utilize this platform for my music stuff? Because it's World of Micah, it's everything in my world. So I figured share the music with you all. And there is music, there's me singing on this music. The music I've been using on here has always been instrumental, just because when I do release the music, it's gonna have to be filtered and all this copyright stuff, just so it's weird stuff with music. I couldn't even use my old band's music on here because of the copyright thing, and it's weird. Music's weird, copyright's weird. So I'm trying to go at it this time with the best intentions for future stuff. So I did write some songs, about 4 or 5 songs, and I think they're good, and I think you guys will like them. When I release those, who knows, but it will happen, and it'll be cool. Who knows what I'll do with them. But that was another thing I did have planned for this year. And when the new year happened, I was so sideswiped. All of my ideas, all of my everything just kind of went out of my head, and thank God I write down everything in my phone. So if I don't remember something, I can resort back to the phone, and all my dates and things I want to do and ideas, video ideas, are all in there. So not all is lost, but it was hard in the beginning to get past a lot of stuff. And to be honest with you, everyone who's been so grateful for the videos I've been posting, not only ones about Adam, but just my regular episodes, and just the positivity on the comments, and everyone just being so damn nice to me. It means the world to me. It really does. And I want to say thank you. There it is. That is the Lake Cherokee used in D.A.R.Y.L, and Daryl's house is right up here. But I guess I said all this stuff in this video just to say thank you. And thank you for loving my friend. Thanks for loving me. Thank you for being a friend. That goes in my head every time I hear someone say thank you. Sometimes just the cadence of it, I don't know why, but thank you for being my friend, for liking these videos. And if you are coming out to the memorial, I'll see you there. I can't wait to say hello to everybody and meet all of you. But I hope you all have a wonderful Valentine's Day this weekend and enjoy yourselves. And this looks like this house from the Miami Connection, but it's not. Same style, and it's on like a little corner lot like this. That reminds me of Adam, because he did the locations of that. But Daryl's house is right over here. Right over here on the left is Daryl and Turtle's house. Anytime I'm in this area, I'll always come over here. Should have gotten on the other staircase. Holy cow, look at this house. I forget about that. Looks like the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, right? Man, I just watched the movie not too long ago. And when you watch a movie and you come and see where it's filmed, it's fresh on your mind. It's really cool. Something I'll never get tired of, even if I see the house a million times. And Daryl's not even like a top 50 movie for me. Maybe top 75. But every time I see this house, I'm like, oh dude, Daryl rules. I don't even know if anybody lives here. There's a car, but I've seen a car in there, and the lights are on. There it is. The house that belonged to Daryl. They got the window fixed. And then right there is Turtle's house. So cool. Turtle, and that's where his sister pulled up. Daryl's a classic. It really is. I love that, seeing that house. I love seeing filming location houses. Which reminds me, I got some filming location ideas that I'm gonna do. Some stuff, honestly, will probably be more or less for me because the movies are not blockbuster hits. Some of them are, but just not blockbuster hits that everyone in the world is going to remember. I'm always like that. It's like, I'm doing a filming location. Oh, when was the movie made? Oh, 1947. It's like, has anybody seen this movie? If you're, you know, if you're into movies, if you're into old movies, you've seen it. You know, I've just always been into weird and different movies. That's always been my thing. I love this little area right through here. You got Lake Cherokee, and it's pretty quiet through here. Occasionally you'll have a runner or something. They're on the other lake. That's where all the joggers were, and it was hard for me to kind of film a little bit of it because I kept having to stop because I felt bad. I didn't want people to have to be in the video. You know, I truly try not to show people in my videos in public, and unless it's a theme park and I really can't do it. No way, this is for sale? Holy cow. This is the house from Daryl. Turtle walked this lady's dog in the movie, and they take the dog back home one night, and it's for sale. I thought this was like used as like luncheons and stuff. Like, I thought you like could rent this out for like events, because they do have like tea, and they'll have like events here, and you'll see people dressed up nice. This is crazy. You could own a filming location house, everybody, in Orlando, which is a rarity. I'll be darned. It's for sale. I'm actually going to send that to Brandon and Jay Ryan. They'll get a kick out of that. So we just did a podcast talking about Daryl. Yeah, right over here is where that whole scene happened with Turtle and Daryl, where they're sitting down by the lake. This is that lake. It's somewhere around here. I can't remember exactly where it is. I think it's on like the other side, like way over here somewhere. We'll walk around a little bit. The sun's starting to go down, and in typical Florida fashion, it's been having these weird like random spits of rain. I think I'm gonna head back. I thought it was like traffic and stuff, but I was hearing thunder earlier in the episode. Dude, all these houses could have been filming locations back in the day. I swear on everything. But this house actually was a filming location for a split second in the movie when they returned the dog. That's crazy that it's for sale. That's a massive house. Massive house. They don't make them like this anymore. And look at the front yard. So Florida. But no one spends their time outside because it's hot. And this house could have been used in a movie as well, I swear. So yes, filming locations will be happening this year. More music history is going to be happening this year. I love music history, I really do. Big fan of certain artists, certain not so known, lesser known artists that have huge impacts in the world, and people just don't know about it, and I want people to know about it. Also, am going to be traveling some places I've never done videos in before. Different cities, different states. Gonna be doing a lot of that this year. One last look over at Daryl's house as we make our way back. 716. Oh yeah, and right here's more or less where the baseball thing happened, where he learned to hit the ball. Hit it over and hit that window out right there. Boom. Where the piano lesson was happening. And I'm really looking forward to going to these cities that I've been before, but I've never gotten to do the videos. I always look at like different states and different places that I might vacation to. And when I vacation, I can do the videos, because that's the best of both worlds. My kind of vacation is going and seeing a house from a movie, and then going to a restaurant that I've always wanted to eat at and try, and then going seeing like a downtown area and some historical things. I'm not really one to, unless it's a really cool museum, I'm not really one to do that kind of stuff. I like the lesser touristy stuff. Besides Hollywood Boulevard, that's a lot of history for me. I know that's like the most touristy thing you can do. But like when I travel, like I'd love to go to a place like New Orleans and walk around New Orleans and show stuff that's chock full of history down there and stuff that I'm interested in. I love that stuff. Like when I go to Memphis, I love everything about that place. That's what I look for when I'm traveling and going and doing things, because there's like, as Adam would say, a plethora of options. And in Central Florida, it's hard sometimes to find those options because sometimes I just don't want to film Walt Disney World. And recently someone told me they never thought of me as a Disney vlogger, more of a Disney enthusiast who likes history. And for that, I thank you. So more information on the celebration of Adam in Anaheim, it will all be posted, and once we all figure out the final details, you will see posts and it'll be reposted from everyone. So I guess, as they say, watch out, be on the lookout, coming soon, you know. And thanks for watching this episode. I haven't talked to you guys in a while, and I kind of wanted to tell you what was going on and what to expect and kind of what happened, because the beginning of the year was completely different than what it was originally planned to be. And that's okay. Whoa. Spin around. Look at that. Whoa, that thing's huge. I thought he was going to land, but he's flying right into that tree. All right, I'm heading out. Thanks for watching this episode, everybody. I hope I answered some questions, hopefully. Maybe gave you just a heads up on what's going on and what to look forward to. It's going to be a year change. It already has been. But I'd like for you to come along with me, if you will. Or as Adam would say, join me, shall you? Man, I miss him. I'll see you guys later. Stay weird. Goodbye.